There we go. Good lord. Alright. In case though you were not here last week for MCW, Lord, if this doggone works, hold on. Go on it. There we go. Alright. Last time on MCW, Countdown to Carnage, at that, we had the debut of a new member of security staff in the form of a lady named Lucy Akuji, taking on and defeating that of Ira. In a pretty, pretty decent debut match. Coming out on top against that of one of the Donadan squad. Then we have the proper show begin, as it was the Intercontinental Championship match, Mendo versus Wkw Nakamura. One final time for the Intercontinental Championship title on the line. 2 out of 3 falls match, and quite frankly, good lord, it was not that good and well on the side of Wkw getting put in that cocaine before finding herself once again suffering that of the wrath of Mendo Cheyenne. One final time, and still the Intercontinental Champion.
Finally, done with you. Now go home and relearn how to be a good sister, dick.
Scathing words from that of Mendo to that of Wkw Nakamura, and words that would seemingly pay off, but we'll get to that.
Miss Nakamura, I'm sorry for what happened a while back. I should have wrestled instead of resting, or at least stayed by ringside to prevent any interference. Any punishment earned, I accept.
You've already been.
Huh?
Defeat was punishment. That and putting the both of you through gauntlets.
Wait, so you're the one that put those together?
Such was your test. And you both passed. This is why I have awaited to cash in my GG title opportunity for my 2 boys.
I greatly appreciate you, Teach.
And one final chance to reclaim those tag team titles following their first attempt being squandered by that of Abaddon, making his presence felt. This time Mariku and Noah would be locked in, loaded and ready to go to war with that of Halo to Hell. And at the end of it all, more contendership for that of the MCW Women's World Championship will be next up, as it would be that of Exo Yuri versus Melissa Ewing, taking on each other one-on-one And despite the chaos ensuing throughout the entire match, at the end of it all, only one woman could walk out victorious, and that would be XO Yuri. Unfortunately, backstage, we would see Noah being taken out, most likely by that of Abaddon and by Kingdom Come. As will be time for that the tag team match. Evil Nakamura back at it again. However, they needed one other member, but luckily for them, they had someone unexpected come to their aid. After a bit of high tensions from that, the cautionary tells us that Scarlett Nakamura Raimi decided to be, well, as Mendo put it, a good sister. And aiding that of Scarlett and Viva Nakamura in overcoming that of Thy Kingdom Come. Then come the main event. Kitty Robin would have herself one hell of a controversial night from start to finish, as she was set to take on Wkw Mcw. However, instead of facing off against the Immortal Phoenix, she would face off against an old rival in the form of Susie Cranio once again. However, there would be a lot of shenanigans afoot, as these two rivals would meet again in the squared circle in the main event of MCW Countdown to Carnage. I believe the third time face on, actually technically fourth time if you want to count Halloween Town over on GCA. Wkw would find herself being taken out by that of Mercy Cheyenne, getting a hit with a stunner. However, there'll be more chaos ensuing as XO Yuri as well as Roxanne Langston would make their presence known, interfering. XO Yuri on the behalf of Susie and Roxanne on the behalf of, well, I can't really say Kitty Robin, more so against Susie, before both of them will be ejected from ringside. Leaving that of these two to continue on their war. However, one more thing, actually that's a lie, two more things would occur. One being that of Miss Money in the Bank Modaka Madokata Jose looking to cash in the Money in the Bank contract here in the main event. The match will be made official, but there'd be a considerable amount of fuckery that would go on, as this match would be turned into a triple threat match. And as it seemed like it could have been Wkw night, lights would cut out, and just like that, the Immortal Phoenix would make her presence known once again, in spite of her sister, taking out Modaka, leveling her with a chair, and then hitting her with a devastating lumbar check. Unfortunately for her and most others, unless your name is Kitty Robin, the referee kind of forgot Wkw opted out of the match and gave it to Susie. And in turn, an unprepared, caught off guard Wkw will be hit with the litter drop, and then Kitty Robin would skirt out, or more so skirt on by still your MCW Women's World Champion. Yo, Farrell, welcome in. How ya doing? That being said, due to that of the controversial ending to that match, quite frankly, Modaka has been since given her briefcase back. However, I will say this: the winner between that of Exo Yuri and Kitty Robin this upcoming Wednesday. The winner gets themselves a match come the Royal Rumble. Whether it be against Mike Chioda, whether it be against Modaka, maybe even Exo Yuri, we'll have to wait and see. I've not been here for a while. How's everything? Everything's alright. Also, hope you had yourself one hell of a Merry Christmas and hope things is doing good on your end, my boy. But yeah, quite frankly, we've had a decent amount of madness happen in the past couple of weeks. That being said, we do got ourselves. I still have my doggone soundboard not working. I don't know why OBS is being weird. I've tried looking into it, but for some reason, nothing I do is working with this doggone thing. Well, let me see. Can I pop this back on with this? Yeah. So for some reason, my audio output or audio application audio capture, which is what I've been using for my soundboards for a while, decided to stop working altogether, regardless if I use the soundboard or if I change it to something else. OBS hasn't changed. Nope. It is one thing after another. Hold on. Nope. You didn't hear that? Oh, and now it wants to work. Okay, good. Thank God. Of course, it took me doggone calling it out. But let's see how long that lasts. But yeah, we've been having a lot of chaos ensue. That of last week on WKW. We saw the likes of... well, we'll get to that in just a moment. Because today is the final episode of WKW and MCW. And OBS is your Nightbot. It really is. Today is the final day for both WKW and MCW, excluding that of the pay-per-view and the award show, and maybe that of the Lore Special, which I've been having to keep postponing due to the fact that I've been having a lot of voice actors. I'm still waiting for one. I'll even say I'm waiting for Abaddon's, because I will say there's a large number of people, including a large number of characters that haven't gotten themselves a voice that got themselves one now. But quite frankly, hopefully I should have that set. And if not, I'm probably going to have to postpone all this stuff with Abaddon's involvement into the first episode of MCW next year. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see, because your boy still's also doing some drawing stuff. Yo, welcome in, Eco. How you doing? But yeah, that was the madness that was ensuing. We've also still find ourselves in the midst of the WKW and MCW Civil War. Team Mike Chioda versus Team Sakura is starting to wind down. We are making our way close to the end, especially considering last week as well as our Christmas special, which, hey, shout out to June, you got yourself something coming. And we also got Togu for the poster. I'm waiting for that, because your boy, again, I still have to do shit. I have, alright, so I'm drawing Riku without his mask. So a little something for the both of y'all. Eco has seen it. I'll wait to show when we get to the Lore Special, or probably the end of the final Clash pay-per-view. Your boy has been drawing a lot of Togu, as well as a couple of other doggone things. So I'll get to those things in due time. But nevertheless, I'm sitting here yapping on the man, the myth, Pharaoh. The GOAT is back. I need to get a crowd cheering sound. Oh wait, dumbass, you have one. Cheers for Pharaoh. Cheers. The boy is back. But I was sitting here saying about how we are nearing the end of the war of WKW MCW Civil War, Mike Chioda versus Sakura Ryu. Let's get on to business, because we got one of those matches coming up right now. A lot of hold on, let me double check this. Also, by the way, I almost completely forgot, WKW and CW Awards voting stuff still going on. I'm probably gonna toss some more polls. Maybe, because I don't know how many more I need. The current ones that are up are that of Best Male Superstar / Non-Binary, Best Female, and Rivalry of the Year. Which I believe... Scar Suru's in the lead right now for Rivalry. Female, Scar, Male. Currently tie between Abaddon and Riku. Actually a little surprising. But I'll go ahead and yeet that up in a second. But again, ladies and gentlemen, we've been having a bit of a best of 5. Let's see if that best of 5 comes to an end or if we get ready to see the second to last match of it. Riku deserves it. He does. From dealing with that of Halo to Hell, managing to get himself the World Championship off of... Crap, my memory is failing me. Was it Jackson or was it Abaddon? No, it was Jackson. Technically, both of them. But then losing it to Abaddon, but managing to get that of the best of Halo to Hell at the end of it all with Noah. Last week over on MCW's pay-per-view. But alas, I believe we'll be seeing him tonight. Of course, Nightbot pops up as soon as Pharaoh returns. Nightbot decides to start speaking up too. But alas, we got ourselves 8 matches. 4 for MCW, 4 for WKW. Do we see... Oh, wait, we are going to be seeing... Well, I do have some in terms of... You know what? I might as well... Nah, I'll wait. Because that match is after this first match here. But Riku will be in action tonight. A part of the War of the Titans tournament. Nevertheless, let's get on to the best of 5 to start things off here, because... It's going to be spin that wheel, spin that wheel, spin that wheel. Oh god, I've been sent to the Doom Dimension. All to sell. Oh dear. Also, I don't know how long it's been since you last did, but we also got a little something new for that of production. And that is whenever we have main events, your boy has edited it. Side note for anybody watching this is not the main event, this is our first match of the night. But your boy has this. And a different one for WKW. Actually, no, I'll even show that, because I do need to go ahead, copy, paste both of these. I'll wait to do that. I'll wait to the copy and pasting. But we also got, over for WKW, a different version. Again, this is not the main event. This is not WKW yet. WKW is later tonight. Cutting that off before it plays the rest of the music. I need to turn this off because WKW got curb stomped during Survivor Series. God, it was worse than what was last year? Or the year before. I need to double check. But nevertheless, apologies to Gone because I've been kind of neglecting this man as he's making his way here. Because ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is a Hell in a Cell match. A part of the best of 5 between Gamba and Maximilian. Introducing first, currently in the ring, Gamba! Gamba is up 2-1. If he wins this last match here, he wins the series. If Maximilian, however, gets the victory, then the series carries on. Also, you can see on the top of the screen those in terms of the Sakura, Mike Yoda, WKW and MCW Civil War. Those that have their points left, those that remain. I did upload it, no, not upload it, update it. There's still some individuals that I've been told have yet to appear for that of Team Mike Yoda. I don't know why they've decided to hold out so late. But hey, we'll have to wait and see. Because here's his opponent. Making his way to the ring, Maximilian! Both of these two earlier this year started off as tag team partners, had a bit of a falling out in a sense, found themselves trying to one-up each other in and out of the best of 5. There's another song playing in the background. Hold up. Oh, the foreground. Not me? Oh god, 2K. There we go. Thank you for the heads up. But nevertheless, quite frankly, we got ourselves quite the night tonight. For those that have not seen the card, on the MCW side of things, we got Maximilian versus Gamba, best of 5. We got Cieno. I apologize to Iko if I botched that pronunciation again. Versus Riku. Joe Hendry versus Jackson Ryu. I've been told that someone has their eyes set on Jackson. I'm not quite certain as to who. Oh dear. At this point, you might as well just record you saying his name. I'm just going to have to add it to the soundboard. Open your views. Oh lord. Hold up. Hold up. Oh god. Ba-da-down. You know what? I'm just eating it straight at you. Where are you? This crowd never learns. Why do y'all continue y'all NXT chant? Alright, how do we say it? How do we say it? Hold on, I have not opened up the Discord stuff for a while. Oh dear.
Hello?
Yo. God, you are a giant PNG. Hold up. How do you say it?
Okay, so, hi chat, it's Iko. Anyway, so the name you keep saying is pronounced Asesino.
Asesino.
I don't know where you're getting the funny eyes from.
God. I don't. Words are hard. Especially Spanish words.
You're like completely missing the other S. You're saying Asesino. You're forgetting the S. Asesino.
Asesino. I think I said that right.
As soon as I heard you say it, keep in mind I'm playing Frontiers of Pandora right now. So as soon as you said it, paused thinking so fast.
Oh, I can just imagine
when you went, daddy.
God, I can just see you just face palming, just brushing your hair back, going, my God, not again.
No, it was bad.
God. Oi.
Just know that I received like a little you know those like little skillets you get with cookie things in the shops?
Yep.
I received one of those today, so every time you mispronounce Asesino, just imagine me holding that.
The Doge mispronouncing jar every time. I'm too broke for that. I'm too broke for that. Oi. Because silence was gold.
Maybe someone will finally take my quarter because everyone at work hates me.
Oi.
I keep trying to give away my quarter and everyone just stares at it and I'm like, damn.
Flashbacks.
Sorry y'all are rich.
Flashbacks to the 1 penny you gave me on PayPal. I would not surprise me if that's still there. Actually, it might not be. Down the handshake, got you. What, the down the hatch animation? Yeah. Hold on. You know, I'm gonna teleport to the... Actually, nah. Eating. I forgot what I was doing. Grab baskets. I can make you drown in GT. God, yeah. It was funny because Mac legit recently found that out. And since I kept spamming hydrate in his doggone chat, he decided to eat that back at me. That's why the stream is lucky she does not stream and have redeems, because otherwise, good lord, it dawned on me. I don't think there's a single streamer that I watch, homie or non-homie, that if they have the hydrate redeem, I will be pressing it.
We're just gonna hear Doge go. One day we'll hydrate.
Jokes on y'all, I can down warm water quickly.
What was that thing we were making you do where we were like, oh yeah, if one day we're midstream and we just hear Doge go, it means he's dead.
I don't... W for Maximilian. Was it the jar? Those sound drowns mid-sentence. I'm built too different.
I think it's because Bean and I made you laugh so hard you were wheezing. We're gonna heal him against his desk.
Oh, God, yeah.
I think it might have been for. I don't think it was for the Wolfwood stuff. I think we were doing Fall Guys and you just started cackling and we were like, oh, there he goes.
Yeah, I remember. When was
When was the last time I was on stream? Holy shit.
A long time. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna teleport to the server if you want to stay in for whatchamacallit.
Oh god, you're gonna hear me just losing my mind over everything.
Oi. That being said, it seems like we got a little something that went on backstage that led to the transpiring of this next match here. That being said, sometimes I have to say L teacher, cause good lord. Hold up, why is this mile up? Hold up, is this the right one or is this the wrong one? Yep, it's the right one. Let's head over to that real quick.
Mo! There you are!
Nice seeing you're all right.
Oh, were you worried about me?
I don't recall saying anything of the sort.
Hey, dummy! Say, how come you haven't stepped into the ring?
I was brought here to be security.
Doesn't stop those guys over on WKW. Or even Spawn.
Yeah.
Come on. Besides, I can take over while you have a match. Get the blood pumping through your veins and all.
Meh.
Please.
Fine, but in that case,
Very well. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Scarlett, could you I don't know if it side note, for those that don't know, that is Cieno. Fuck. Also, Eco, I'm in this. There you are. Is that C Scarlet? No. C Scarlet, however, has indeed recently returned. That being said, we will be seeing C Scarlet or C-Lit later tonight in the main event of WKW. That being said, that was Scarlet. It does seem like she's trying to grow her hair back to the way it used to be. For those, if you haven't seen this woman after, it was around when she fought. When she was butting heads with Suru is when she decided to go ahead, let her hair grow out, and then after she lost to Suru with all that screwy bullshit around SummerSlam time, cut it short. Then she had to run in with Scarlotta, telling her, "Hey kid, you look better doing your own thing instead of copying me." And in the past couple of months, we've been seeing Scarlett letting her hair slowly start to grow back out. Only for Seela to pop back in looking like how Scarlett used to. There are two S's in the name. Fuck. Well, hey, she didn't hear nothing. Anyways. Oh, wait, crap asses, hold up. I have to pop this back on in each tab. There we go. Alright. Did you not break YouTube? I mean, to my production? Nope, it's breaking. Hold up.
I need a button. You know, like those big old Staples buttons that you get. I'm going to get one with my voice in it that says Assassino's name. Every time you try and say, oh.
Fair, oi.
The only
That's gonna be your little
cameo.
Christmas gift for me.
You're like the only cameo I'm gonna make for a while. Assassino, motherfucker.
It's hard. Words are hard.
Like assassin, dude. You don't say assassin now, dude.
Duly noted.
He's assing in here, bro.
Duly noted. Thank you.
All right. Goodbye.
Alright. Plus, oh lord, everything is breaking. Hold up. Hold up. Give it a moment. Eating energy. Up, that actually worked. Fuck a wee ball. Doggone it, OBS, you had Eco's picture up. There we go. Wait, no.
Hello.
I'm dead.
Yo. Hold up. Doggone it, work.
Hello there.
Yo.
My stuff got done.
Hey. Crap baskets work.
We're in here yelling at Doge for not pronouncing his own character's name right.
And words are hard. Also, what was that?
I broke it down for you in syllables. In syllables? In syllables.
Oi. What's that random thing that hit me in the face? Well, the following...
Phil's probably threw something at you.
Maybe. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. I don't think OBS wants to work with this. Introducing...
OBS had itself because Riku's aura killed it.
Yep, oh god, everything decides to crap itself. Hold up, didn't mean to play that again.
Like I said,
You're all right.
Oh,
it always decides.
Hey. Oh,
Riku
Jesus.
is that cool. Ooh.
He is
Also,
also...
14 months.
Hey.
It would the same.
Thank you for the 14. Alright, Riku, could you...
Hell yeah, brother.
Riku, rewind, make your way back to the entrance ramp. Because, well, now that my soundboard allegedly works again.
I mean, hopefully.
There you go. Also, Pharaoh, I was sitting here telling Ume earlier, good lord, I was sitting here just randomly scrolling on YouTube, the fact that we were talking about people gatekeeping Super Sentai footage, and all of a sudden I just see like 5 to 7 different Sentai series, all 24/7 streaming on fucking YouTube. Oh lord. Alright, can we work? Why are you frozen? Yeah, so this is not even that new.
Also cool, I'm Bit Boss again.
Hey. Oh fuck, my monitor went off. Can we... Good way to assume Sentai.
Sentai is fun.
It is. That being said, introducing in slow motion, making his way to the ring, representing Viva Nakamura, hopefully in the year of 20. I might have to hop out of Discord if this keeps up. Hold up,
brother. It always seems like it's when you're doing stuff in Discord that you have issues. It seems.
It does.
I think Discord just takes a lot of, I don't want to say RAM, because usually when I'm playing games on my PC, it also starts crapping itself.
Hey, alright. Calm down. Calm. Breathe. Alright, I think I'm gonna hop out for let whatchamacallit breathe, because it does not seem like OBS and Discord fancy this wedding here.
Alrighty, just remember, every time you mispronounce Assassino, I'm going to be hitting you with a tiny skillet.
Oi.
That is a mental image I want you to keep.
Alright, Lord. Alright, see y'all in chat.
See y'all in chat.
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright. Of course, now Riku wants to make his entrance. Introducing first, here's one half of the new MCW Tag Team Hello Roman Reigns champions, Riku. I'll hit you, put out the skill bow for walk. What is that? Sounds familiar. That sounds familiar. And his opponent, making his way to the ring, representing MCW Security, Assassino! Quite frankly, for those that don't know this man, quite frankly, actually has helped teach Scarlett some of the things she knows, both in wrestling as well as with that of blood magic related things. Both of these two, I almost dislocated my finger, aye! Both of these two, quite frankly, grew up somewhere around one another for a couple of years. However, quite frankly, I've been told by Scarlett that she's known another variant of this man. Unfortunately, that version of him, unfortunately, I'll put it simply, he met the woo. But quite frankly, this man here reuniting with Scarlett after God knows how long, making his presence felt, keeping that of backstage relatively safe. Unless you are that of Thy Kingdom Come, because Thy Kingdom Come, good lord. Better stop hurting yourself. Yeah, bye, B. Speed security, hope my boys are doing well. JK recently was in that of the tag team championship match, only to be screwed over both by the gang glitching by having Jasper's body appear halfway a part of itself. If that doesn't make sense, it didn't make sense looking at it. But they did get screwed out of the tag team championship. Oh, that's a walk. I could just see the notification of Discord. I could just see his tiny little picture of a walk. Boy, as Assassino. Doing Assassino things. Going for a V-trigger, missing the knee. Don't know what happened there with Riku. Slowly picking himself back up. Gang glitch E. We got ourselves new WKW Tag Team Champions in the form of Thy Kingdom Comes, Broly and JJ Olatunji. Going for the nope counter. Assassino, quite frankly, this just dawned on me. That means Scarlett is our momentary security team, which is just lovely. You know what? If Scarlett is as great of a security team member as she is a teacher, maybe we're fine. Maybe. Assassino, beautiful moonsault going to the cover. That being said, not gonna lie, I'm side-eyeing you, Scarlett. You seem very good by this man here. By that of Assassino. I think I'm saying it right. I'm going to forget it in like 10 minutes. But nevertheless, Assassino in a bit of trouble here. Riku putting him into the cover. Not the cover, into the corner. Wrong C-word. The second time I believe these two have faced off against each other. Last time, for those that didn't see, Riku seeming a little bit shaken up for some reason. I'm watching you. Get to midsection. Got Assassino up. Down he goes. I probably should have asked to call him Mo. At the same time, I don't think he likes anybody but Scarlett calling him that, so maybe not. Double axe handle. Down goes the assassin Assassino. Into the cover. Assassino. He got that one. Assassino shot. You're going to win with that. Going for super kick to the dome. Riku trying to out-assassin Assassino here into the corner. 1, 2, no. Kick out of 2. Riku riding up top. Over the blood moonsault of his own. It's dawned on me. Moonsaults kind of became the go-to. Legit, specifically the blood moonsault seems to be the go-to move of like half a dozen people here. Because we got Riku and Noah, which adopted it off of Scarlett. You have Assassino deciding to pop it up. Why are y'all like being a little bloody? Don't y'all? Ooh. Okay, you show off. Sitting here saying, oh, watch this. I can pull off a moonsault without even needing to be on the ropes. Oh, try to go for a bit of a clubbing blow. Clothesline wayward. Not quite landing a shot. Keep trying to go for the strike to the back of the head. Keeps getting countered. At this point, I'd probably change up the strategy. For another moonsault. Don't think you can land it from there. Yeah, wise. Elbow drop instead. Pick him up. Fucking roster took that shit, bro. The moonsault and the cutter became the new super kick. It really has. Up. Rope break. Saving Assassino. You know what the funny thing is I think the second you stopped hitting the Pharaoh Flame, actually no, that's a lie, because Kimberly Owens recently made her debut, and we got Roxanne. Never mind, I retract that statement because a lot of people hit stunners. Oh, GG's, here's your winner, Riku. The side of respect here by that of Assassino and Riku here. The assassin one more time. Assassino deciding to sit here and try his attach the medal of Riku. And hey, it seems like Riku managed to get a much more definitive victory over his opponent this time around. Get my boy a gold star. That man was pointing to him like he deserves it. But you know who also deserves a gold star? The man that quite frankly has been having family issues. The following contest is yet another of the War of the Titans tournament matches. Introducing first, making his way to the ring, representing the Sons of Ryu, or what's left of it. Here's the Demon Father, Jackson Ryu! During that of, I believe, November's pay-per-view, there was a bit of an issue that took place. Now, while Abaddon is the current MCW World Champion, you gotta ask, what happened that led to this? Plain and simple, earlier the night, there was a triple threat match. Azul, the United States Champion, won it back at SummerSlam, still the US Champion to this date, was brawling with that of Ochi and Kuma. In the middle of the match, that of Thy Kingdom Come members Strick Williams and JJ Olatunji, again KSI, wound up making their appearance known on that of the ramp. Mikey Mundo tried to fight them off. Both men were a little bit too much. Kuma tried to come to the aid, but Mikey misfired, accidentally taking Kuma out, effectively screwing him out of the United States Championship. Later on in that of the MCW Men's World Championship match, let's say that they've tried to make another appearance. Azul decided to come out this time, as well as Mad Mikey Mundo tried to halt that of Thy Kingdom Come interfering in the match. My eyes! God, that is a flashbang of hell. Please cut it off so I can go back to speaking what I was saying. It's like getting hit with a solar flare. I was not expecting that. I was not paying attention. I believe in Joe Hendry. God, my eyes, and his opponent make his way to the ring. Joe Hendry! Going back to what I was saying, in the middle of the end of the MCW World Championship match, we saw that of Azul and Mikey Mundo try to stop that of Strick Williams and KSI from interfering, only for Kuma, very enraged, to blindside Mikey, leveling him. Joe Hendry called this amazing. It does. I believe it does. But quite frankly, okay then. Mikey took out Kuma. No, vice versa. Kuma took out Mikey. Jackson left that of his match between Riku and Abaddon, which effectively screwed Riku over because that man had to play that of the 1-on-3 handicap because Noah keeps getting jumped by that of Thy Kingdom Come. Seemingly that of Noah and Abaddon don't seem to have a good relationship between the two of them. In the end of it all, quite frankly, mean elbow drop. We saw that of Abaddon win, and in the weeks following, Kuma and Mikey haven't exactly seen eye to eye. Mikey seemingly regretful for that of how his career has kind of made a bit of a downward spiral this year. And Kuma not exactly all too interested. In fact, seemingly aligning himself with that of Abaddon's faction and his followers. That being said, if that wasn't enough, Jackson's actual kids decided to pop up. Now, we've been seeing that of a lot of weird bullshit happening, especially around like October, somewhat November, with that of seemingly docs fucking with portals and shit. I don't know if you saw that. Leading to that of other versions of people, other universes, which seemingly I've been told you can't get from that, is what led to that of Sealit making her way back over to WKW and MCW. Not certain if she is here by herself, but not only is Sealit, but also that of Tamina, Suit Tamina, the younger sister of Jackie Ryu. That of going for the softball punch, knocks it out of the park. Golf clap, golf clap, golf clap. Cover. 9-2. But not only that, we also saw that Tamina Suit Tamina, younger brother Jackie, Tola Cranio, as well as Narumi and Katie Ryu, the younger brother and sister of the Rosie Sakura Ryu, all making their debuts in the past couple of months. All have, in fact, advanced. That was a weird looking attempt for the Superman punch. You better not. There you go. All came to an end with that of Death by Bounty. Their name is. All advancing so far in the War of the Titans tournament. So congrats to all of them. That being said, we've also been having that of, speaking of the Blue Wonder, Pharrell going ahead, tearing up shop left and right, taking out the likes of Zentreya, that of Kenny Omega, that of, I forgot the other VTuber lady, going to war with Suda Ishii, and as of last episode of WKW, seemingly setting his sights on his former sister from another, Mr. Scarlett Nakamura as well. That being said, Pharrell will be in the main event WKW side of things. In a bit of a 4-on-4 tag team match. Joe Hendry, you okay there? I think he's asleep. No, there you go. He woke up. In fact, this is Jackson Ryu's, for a little bit of a fun fact, Jackson Ryu's first match in a little over a month. Hasn't been having but so jolly of a Christmas himself. Trying to end the year off with a W. Super nothing! Wow! Incredible! Vacation is over. Yep, back to hell he goes. And not the hell the Demon Man wants to be in. In the corner. Nope, just throwing him over the top rope. Good lord. Soup, but the soup store is out of soup. Also, while Jackson is beating down Joe Henry, I am still pissed off. A little talking of stuff outside of WKW, WCW. I don't know if I said it in the server. Your boy does have, I added an additional project for myself for next year, which I kind of wanted to start this year before the year could end. I got my, so I can go ahead and maybe make some stuff for, whether it be some Sentai / Power Ranger stuff, whether it be maybe even 3D printing my own model, maybe even making a model of a certain bloody person and a couple of other people, and making little figurines of them, along with a number of other things with models of them, but that's for another day. But I got my printer in, Coffee helped me set it up, and it seems all good and well. That plugged in, lights are turned on, good. The touchscreen's fucked. So I gotta wait until I get a response. Superman punch, lands it again into the cover. I need to land a Superman punch of my own. Joe Henry's still alive. I believe that's a little surprising there. But yeah, hold on, let me see. I sent it to someone. Ignore that. Ignore that. Thank you. Hey, Discord and OBS, could y'all at least coexist with me having you open? diving headbutt to the midsection. So I have to wait until I get a response from the seller. Guillotine, that might be GG's. Jesus, his back is all marked up. Hopefully I get a response from the seller so I can get a replacement in. Because otherwise... yeah. GG's! As Jackson let out his anger and a bit of my own on support Joe Hendry. Here's your winner, the Demon Father, Jackson Ryu! You know, for a man that had made history and quite frankly found himself becoming the first ever individual to hold a world title for 1 year straight, you would have thought his year would come off with a bit of a better ending. But hey, sorry Joe Hendry, this man needed a little someone to let that aggression off on. And I believe you found yourself a... wait, far out! Going for a Deus Ex Machina! Attacking Joe Hendry! And setting his sights on Jackson as well! This man has been sitting on the warpath, and quite frankly, there is one man he has yet to get that run back on, and that is Jackson. Very concerned, very worried. He was on a tear. You've been on an absolute terror, on an absolute warpath, putting a lot of people's careers at their end. Legit, the only person that has managed to eke on by is legit Desuru. But Lord, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's that time for MCW's. Following count is the main event for the MCW portion of today's stream, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making her way to the ring, representing the cautionary tale, Susie Cranial. You want to talk about people that have been having a bit of a rough end to their year? Susie, quite frankly, recently losing the GCA Women's World Championship. Made her debut, I believe, in October, was it? No, November. In November, shortly after Nakamura won the Interstar Hybrid Championship over on the GCA. And funny enough, right around when Scarlett lost the title, Susie had it debuted over on the GCA, became their Women's World Champion. However, there's been a bit of a thorn in her side in the form of Kitty Robin, a rival turned ally in the form of Exo Yuri, and a bit of I'm not sure where they stand at this point in time between that of her and her own faction member, Kyoto Madokata. Although it seems like things might be, actually I can't even say they're on the up and up. Because quite frankly, Kyoto pivoted over from WKW's World Championship following her losing the title. She took on that of the Rosie Sakuryu, only to be cashed on by that of Togu Cranial, the current WKW champion. And instead of getting her rematch, she has decided to hold off on that and set her sights on the MCW World title, only to bait and switch us, having Susie take on that of Kitty Robin. But due to that, the referee being a little blind and incompetent, the referee forgot Susie wasn't, Mike Kyoto was not supposed to be in the match, and in turn, the ref counted Kitty Robin's pinfall. In turn, Susie and Modaka both got screwed by that of Mike Kyoto. Having said, both of these two get to take out their aggression on one another here. And her opponent, make her way to the ring. She is Miss Money in the Bank, Modaka Madokata Josei. Second longest time to hold the Money in the Bank contract goes to that of Modaka, winning it in the rather lackluster, I'm not gonna lie, very lackluster Money in the Bank ladder match. Has had a few times where it seemed like she was gonna cash in, did cash in on Countdown to Carnage before the whole kerfuffling happened. And immediately leveling Susie here. What she got in mind? Oh God, big swing. Chucking the cautionary aside. Going for a... You overshot there. I like what you're thinking, but you overshot. Referee, I swear I'm going to mug you. See what Susie's doing to Modaka? I will do that to you, referee. Leader of the Cautionaries, quite frankly, has been doing her own fair share of issues with her faction. Quite frankly, Cautionary Tale has lost a lot of momentum in the past month. But that of the referee, I swear to God. Ever since Scarlett Nakamura joined the Rose Gallery, that of the Cautionary Tale has been struggling with their momentum. Mai Kyoto lost the WKW World title to Togu Cranio. Susie lost the GCA World title to Roxanne Langston. The two seemingly were set to be allies a good month ago, or a month and a half ago, I should say. Powerbomb, not powerbomb. Wow, brain cell error. Kick out. However, due to that of the transgressions the two have been having over that of the GCA Championship, seems like they're having their fair share of issues. And if that wasn't bad enough, good lord! Susie's also lost grasp of the MCW World Championship to the current champion, Kitty Robin, a longtime rival of hers here. And into the cover. Kick out. That being said, last week something very particular happened over on WKW. For those that were not here for that, let me go ahead and see. Because I believe it was the United States Championship match that also was a part of the War of the Titans. Let me double check that. Yes, Azul versus Say. Quite frankly, going to the cover. 1 and none. During that of Azul versus Say, we saw a bit of a bizarre madness transpire that led to Azul retaining his United States Championship. Up, devastating knee going to the cover. 2, kick out. One last Hakai for the year, baby. We saw during that of Azul versus Say, that of Modaka's music oddly hit. But I've been told Modaka was not in the building at that point in time. For those that don't know, Say and Modaka used to be in a faction together back a good lord, it's been like 5 years already. A faction by the name of El Josai, but unfortunately, the same reason that Mai Kyoto and a number of other people don't exactly fight Phoenix Splash with Modaka is the exact same reason that Say and Modaka don't exactly see eye to eye anymore. That and because Say decided to join 5 Star. It was seemingly revealed to be that of Mai Kyoto trying to stir the pot. Close line. How did you miss that? That seemed almost deliberate that you just chose to miss that. Good lord, 2K. Either that or you need to stop jumping off of ropes. Nevertheless, not going for the submission maneuver here. Trying to get a victory here. Nope, counter. Setting up to finish things off here. Nope, counter. That being said, I realize I need to pop up whatchamacallit real quick. Bloodstinger open. Actually, do I break the order? Yeah, I'll break the order. We'll get to the GG Championship after the first War of the Titans match. Susie telling Modaka to get up. We're knocking her down and out here, setting up something on the second rope. Get up, get up, get up! Let's get her down! Quite frankly, while it does seem like that of Raimi and going for another, desperately trying to make her tap out. I don't know if it's gonna work. Maybe it will. Nope, getting free. Crap bastards. What was I saying? Oh yeah, while that of Raimi and Mendo's rivalry seemingly coming to an end at that of the past weekend's MCW pay-per-view, doesn't seem like the cautionary tale in the Rose Gallery as a whole has seen the end as these two continue their war here. Going for a submission maneuver, triangle choke once more. Desperately trying to make sure Madaka taps out, stays out of her way on her journey back to the world title. Quick. That being said, a little fun fact for those that don't know, last year both of these women made their debut around the exact same time as that of Scarlett's Mystery Women, going up, sending her crashing down hard. I believe Susie was Mystery Woman number 7 and Madaka was 5. However, it turns out Susie plodding along Scarlett for quite a while, and Madaka had anybody's intentions but Scarlett in mind. Funny how things turn out considering where we are at nowadays with Madaka being a stablemate of Scarlett. And Susie sitting there letting that of her former sister from another Mr. be free instead of trying to chase her down or go to war with her. Especially considering what happened at the birthday pay-per-view at Rise of the Dragon when they lost to that of the Roses and Nakamura, setting up for a powerbomb. I thought she was about to dunk her out the ring. Instead, going for a little snake-eyed action. And heading up top, going for another Phoenix Splash. Going for it, lands it into the cover. 1, 2, kicked out. One more time, Chance breaking out there. Big splash onto nothing. Kick to the dome. You know, let me get this wheel ready on the side, even though we got a match or two before that. Up in the shoulders. Good move, the power of the Arctic Phoenix. Setting her up once more. Looking to end things off here. Nope. Thought she was going to go for like a South of Heaven or something. Well, probably should have gone for a South of Heaven. Probably would have landed it. Mink. Alpha ropes. Sweeping the legs. Going for a bit of ground and pound once more. Delivering a little bit more punishment. Slowly picking her up and off the ropes. Nope, missed entirely. Get back, body drop. I think she's enjoying herself here. He slowly picks apart the Arctic Phoenix. Cover. Kicked out at 1. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you need to pick up the pace here and try to melt this bird. Hey, it might not be Thanksgiving. Christmas might have passed, but you can still have yourself some New Year's bird. Back and forth here. Just dawned on me. Technically, Madaka would be the... You have 2 Bluebird people now. We got the homie Dazzle and we got Madaka. 2 Bluebird people. And it looks like one of them is about to go ahead and get a little bit more offense here. Maybe trying to finish things off. Going for the... Nope. Fall of Winter. And Shades of Winter. 2. Kicked out. In fact, both Winter and Madaka used to be a bit of rivals themselves. A number of years back before their time here in MCW. Going for the Phoenix Splash! Cover 2, still alive! Neither woman choosing to stay down here. Fight for every chance, breaking or popping in. Trying to finish off. South of Heaven. It's recover. 1, 2. Neither woman deciding to stay down. Sitting here trying to get her bearings straight. Dribbling her off the mat. Looking to finish things off here. That might be GG. Susie might have it up. Again, I thought she was going to go for a south. Oh, Rough Rider! Since when do you do that? Good Lord, pulling out new maneuvers here. All in the name of trying to overcome this woman. Telling her to get up. Might overshot. Yeah, I was about to say. It looked like you were a little too close. Just a little too close. Good Lord, torture rack. Dropping her back down hard. Try to get her to the middle of the ring. Neither of these women intending on giving up, but their bodies got minds of their own. It is a matter of time before one's body goes, nah, fuck this, boss. Getting her leg getting trapped in her leg. How do you do that? Weird magic there. But okay. 2. Dragging with one foot looks like it is next to impossible, but you know what? You are strong as shit, so what am I to say? What happened there? God! Well-placed knee and a headbutt. Ooh. Realized the referee wasn't calling that rope break, deciding to kick out. Susie intending on ending the year off with at least one big W. We're the Titans tournament here. Again, winner of the themselves a championship match at WKW Mania. Cautionary knee might have sealed Modaka's fate. 1, 2. You know what? I said you were strong. I didn't realize that you were strong enough that if Goku heard, he'd fucking spawn in. Oh god. Oh god, what happened? Can someone please cut the lights back on? Excuse me? Excuse me? South of Heaven! Pardon? Who's this guy taking out Modaka? Cautionary knee! You dirty bitch. You. And fuck y'all. Here's your winner, Susie Cranio. Where I missed, the masked man decides to make his appearance known, hitting that of Modaka with her own maneuver, the South of Heaven, helping Susie get the victory. You saw doggone Mike Yoda, that shitting grin of hers, watching as her sister gets taken out. Oh, sister. God. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to shift into WKW. Now, sitting here and talk about Assassino being a new member of our security team, we got another member, but for WKW's. Wrong contest is a part of the world of the Titans tournament. Introducing first. Another gold star for Doge. Good, I remembered. Introducing first. Currently in the ring, Ken Takakura. Hopefully you can do a bit better than Ira. And his opponent, you give me the creeps for some reason. Making her way to the ring, representing WKW security team, Lucy Akuji. And I believe this is actually her proper WKW in-ring debut here. been told that she is a bounty hunter, a treasure hunter. A very concerning individual in her own right. Lost her arms in the name of greed, but in turn managed to regrow them through that of the powers of touching grass, a little too literally. One of a set of I believe she is a set of triplets, often regarded to my knowledge to be one of the least, oh god, don't make a mockery of this team, thank you. We need security to lock in. J&K is able to carry the weight. Could you please? Oh God! You know, again, I think I said this last week. Maybe putting on a little bit more. Oh, this is not them fighting games where less is more armor. No wonder why you were kind of finding yourself on the back foot. Not this goofy ass move. What are you? What? Why? I believe she calls that touching grass. Shoulder tackle. I swear to God, if you win with this again. Not even John Cena wins with shoulder tackles. Thank you, Okaroon. Shoving her off. Singer trying to energize himself here. Yeah, on the outside, Okaroon. Missile, nothing. Chop. Mink. And an elbow to boot. Make sure that audio's not doubled up. Hopefully it's not. I think we should be good. Yeet. Trying to frank that neck of his. So the get up. I'll try to go for a bit of it. Smack. Kick to the legs. And now going for the roll up. Kick out at one. Moonsault. Sinner hyping himself up. Going for a knee. Did not take her out. Mink. Counter. Nope. Look for a little more. Okaroon. Swing. Fight back. There you go. Don't just sit here and let her mug you. It's not how you win these exchanges. Decent bit of back and forth here so far. Up, starting to get the upper hand. Mink. Up, good lord. And there we go. Spilling out to this sheer madness. Good lord, the last punch. Oh, God. Has him by the throat. Strangling the life out of Okaroon. And Okaroon loses. Lucy gets the victory. Here's your winner, Lucy Akuji. Bit of a brutal ending there. Ending with a bit of a back and forth before strangling for Okaroon. Bit more dominant way to end the match off as compared to our last outing. So you know what? I'll give you your props. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is. It's time to see who is walking out Gimmick Grand Champion. Final, maybe not final, second to final time this year. And shall be. Let me get this set. Hopefully we're back. Hopefully we're back. Are we back? Alright, we're back. Good. Say something in chat if y'all can see me. If y'all can hear me. If you're looking, you can go back to the shadows afterwards. Hopefully we're good. Yada yada. Alright, Wardo has also given up life. So let me refresh Wardo. And let me prepare for... Good lord, does this still work? Or did you go back to no longer working? Let me see real quick. Fuck you, you stop working. Doggone it, I apologize. Your boy cannot stand this doggone sound alerts. Nope, that's soundboard. And never even then it doesn't work. Dang on it. Why must you stop working? He was working just a bit ago. Oh well. Pop me some music from the BGM. I go ahead and set this match up. For those that didn't see it before the doggone thing decided to crash, Extreme Rules Fatal 4-Way. Yo, welcome in, Laybread. Long time no see. BGM, you cool? There you go. Alright, let me get this back up. As well as my model. Alright, Miss Owens. I'll be fine. One. Where are you? One. You know what? For shits and giggles, I don't think he's even here. For the utmost, this giggles, I'm adding in a special one-off individual. Hold up, where are you? It would be funny if he wins it. Where are you? There you are. Toss you in. And give me, you know what? Give me the homie Veen. On the other side. Alright, fail for it. Stream rules. Turn off candlesticks. I'm banning y'all from using candlesticks. Ken no, thank you. Alright, there we go. Gamer Grand Championship. Let's get to it. Oh lord. Cover. Nope. Oh. Why is everything floating? Why is everything floating? Good lord. Fail. Yep. Veen taking on Dazzle, Kimberly Owens, and Little Suitor Ishii. Let me turn this down. Stunner! I swear if that would be funny if Kimberly Owens wins it. Because of pinning Dazzle. If Brody was here, Brody would probably crash out. Choke slam to Suru. Being the hardcore champion. Oh, there you go. No brains, Kimberly Owens. Hey, she must have some brains considering she is the current champion. Weekly Given Grand title. As it looks like Veen in a little bit of trouble. One wing duck? Question mark? Kimberly Owens looking to get another one up on Suru. Dazzle, you good? Oh god, she is still sitting and throwing it around. Also, welcome in, Crazy Gamer. Hope you're doing good and well. Hope your Christmas was good and well. She did retire at night back at Mania 2 in April 2025. Hey, that is true. We want table super kick to Suru. That was the weirdest looking super kick, I'm not gonna lie. Up, it is Kimberly and Dazzle. Down goes Daz. Flipping him over. Flipping him back over. I'm going after the leg. Sir Veen, wake up. I think he's spaced out there. Having said, Veen will be taking on that of Jokester and Brain Cell Loadin, Trick Williams for the hardcore title this upcoming Wednesday. As we're running the season down, Kimberly Owens sitting here deciding to give the crowd what they wanted. They wanted tables. They're getting some. Suzu, you probably should get that checked out. Don't know why you're over there spouting blood. That looks like a medical issue. Nevertheless, Mink. Good lord, a lot of chaos going on. Oh, Jesus. Jesus! Haphazardly throwing Suru like a toy. Good lord. Also, let me move this. I don't know why it bugged out here. Fuck, where did I have this? Someone get Star. If she would even care to. Oh, God. I thought Kimberly was about to start 3v1ing. Do I not have the time and date? Weird. Ew, that's why I don't have the time and date up here. There's no place to cleanly put it. Yeah, fuck it. Time and date. We get both of y'all gonna talk about for now. Good lord, chucking me to the side. Side note, your boy got some good news because we got some stuff coming to the Twitch. To the TikTok and to the YouTube Shorts, to the everywhere. Top right. You know what? That'll do. That'll do. There's the random. Oh lord. Wait, Veen, double champ. Dub champ Veen. Dub champ Veen. Two. Almost had dub champ Veen. You're supposed to moonsault to people that are on the ground, Sifu. On the DDT in the ladder. Good lord. Veen truly proving why he is the machine. Never mind. He might have CT if after that. Dazzle saving the match. Oh, she went right back as soon as Dazzle was distracted. Right back to the poop. My god. Stunner. Husband, don't embarrass us. I'm Stunner. Kimberly might got her second point. Can she get the victory of the retention? She does. Meaning that Kimberly Owens just has to retain 3 more times in order to get herself a championship opportunity. Here is your winner, and still this week's Gimmick Grand Champion, Kimberly Owens. GG's to Kimberly. Walking out with yet another victory as Gimmick Grand Champion. But it's about time we make our way back over. So a little bit more madness. Close you. Actually, reopen you, and then close you. Egotistical MMA Floridian. Hey, you know what? The Floridians have been popping off lately. Why is my neck breaking? I need to reset my doggone whatchamacallit. But hey, the Floridians have been tearing house. Look at Kimberly Owens and look at Katie Robin. And look at me looking for my reset so I can stop having a broken neck. I'm not Kurt Angle. Thank you. Alright, let's get to it. Yet another War of the Titans match. You know what? Speaking of Kimberly Owens, let's talk about her homie in the form of Roxanne. Roxanne. Oh, hold up. Why are you suddenly so Or is this just my eyes playing tricks on me? Well, it's just my eyes. It's just very, very weirdly blurry there. Okay. Introducing first. Make your way to the ring. I think she's allied with Thy Kingdom Come. Yeah, I'm assuming one half of the WKW Tag Team Champions of the World, Roxanne Langston. Ew, dang. Seems like we got someone not exactly a fan of Miss Langston here. That being said, Roxanne has been playing relatively dangerous games as of late. Been testing the patience of Susie Cranio, which is a bit of ties. And her opponent. Making his way to the ring. Oh dear, all of Abaddon's allies can go F themselves fair. Big fair, especially after what happened at that doggone, what was the name of the pay-per-view? It is escaping me. The MCW pay-per-view before, was it World Time Part 2? I think it was World Time Part 2. Nevertheless, Mitchell looking to get one victory before the year ends. Mitchell joining the list of people that have been kind of having a bit of a bumpy 2025 here in WKW. Looking to the very least end this year off with one defiant victory. War of the Titans match. As we're ready for a decent bit of war. Only the speaks like flesh and lies. You don't have to follow me. Only you can set me free. Mitchell ready for war here. Along with Miss Langston. I celebrate. Ooh, I can't English. You need to be. I'm the smiling face of your TV. Oh, I'm the cult of personality. The Lord. War of the Titans time. We're off. I guess that's why you're acting so odd. Because you were supposed to be down here. Think that guy working? Stomping on the leg. Stomping on the one. Where's it to say what I actually couldn't tell? On the outside. You completely missed that one. Try again. Way off away. Mink. Get an arm toss. Good lord. Up. Knee to the dome. This Langston needs to lock back in case of the lower spine. As both Kimberly Owens and Mistress Sally watch on the outside. As Roxanne telling Mitchell to get up. Straight to the dome. Getting him up. Counter. Shot block. Hang over. Trying to go after that leg. This is not a no DQ match. Why must you torture me? There's a good chance that didn't even go through. Oh. Nope, dang it. I miss when my soundboard worked and worked consistently. Clothesline. I've lost track how many times I've seen people try to hit that very specific style clothesline. I think y'all are better off looking for something else. Hey there, KB. Cover. Take out. Maybe it was in the corner of Miss Langston here. Good lord, 4 days. You know what? You were sitting here saying you wanted work. And watch y'all have next to nothing tomorrow, despite being seemingly behind for 4 days. Knock on wood. For you. Because I want to be late. I want it to be late. Dragon leg, Miss Langston, the corner. And Miss Owen sitting here being a bit of a troublemaker on the side as Miss Lynx in a little bit of trouble here. Heading up top, don't you think you're a little far? Well, far enough to allow Miss Lynx enough time to counter. Double teabag to the back of the neck. Question mark? I want the work to go faster, not to kill me fair. You get two extremes within the span of 1 week. Kick to the nothing. Sweep of the leg. Oh God, my chair. I'm gonna sweat myself out of my chair. On the outside, going for the cold stop with this clothesline. I beg. I guess it worked. Picking up, Kimberly getting jaw. Mate. 4-hour-long lunch tomorrow at least. And speaking about this a whole other route. Sitting here continuing their carnage, but Mitchell looking to stop that right in his tracks. Kimberly, please stop throwing turnbuckles off. I beg of you. You paid good money for the... now she's just outright distracting Mitchell. Sweep the legs. And into the cover. One. And a kick out. Sitting here waiting. Shoving her away. Counter. Bink. Going for the Anaconda Vice. Anaconda Vice locked in. Has it locked in. And she immediately gets herself free. Now she can move the corner. Miss Langston filling herself here. So waiting. Up. Why, thank you, 2K. Thank you. Thank you, 2K. We love this game. We love this game. This is the most polished game of all games. I have never seen such a clean, polished game before, to the point where I can go onto any eFed, any stream, any content creator, and the game will never glitch. It will never glitch, not once. Not once, not twice. Not even for mice. Never. This is perfect. Across all boards. Oh, I hate this game. Doggone it, man. 2K26, I bet... Let me not say that I will legit shoot myself if this game decides to have a bug so bad that it corrupts your save file and that deletes everything. But at the same time, I wouldn't put it. Hey, at the same time, I wouldn't put it past 2K. And they showed out. They shrugged their shoulders and go, we can't do nothing. Leg drop to the back of the neck. Into the cover. 1, 2, 3. Well, got herself her own victory that she feels like she needed. Falling out of her loss of the GCA Championship 2. Here's your winner, Roxanne Langston. Well, Rumble keeps crashing. Sucks to suck. Feels like how they respond. Miss Langston securing herself a victory here. Stop. You know, I guess she won the match. You can, you know. Big congrats are in order. Before we get to our main event, ladies and gentlemen, in case you were not here last week, there was a bit of madness that did ensue during the main event of last week's WKW. We had that of the bloody Red Reaper, Scarlett Nakamura, taking on... Oh, good lord, hold up, pause. Why are you so quiet? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Need you louder than that. 15. Hopefully that's good enough. Reload. little other. Quite frankly, we have that of the Red Reaper, Scarlett Nakamura, as a special guest referee for the match between that of Little Tsuru Ishii and Pharrell. As quite frankly, Pharrell and Tsuru have been dealing for a own decent bit of a war here. Tsuru not taking that of her loss to Pharrell a couple months back lightly, and in turn, it led to this match here, which unfortunately for the both of them ended in a draw as Pharrell and Tsuru's brawl went out to the crowd. Both kept having a bit of a back and forth. That ended in a double count out. And if that wasn't enough for Scarlett, she quite frankly had to deal with that of Sealet Scarlett, making her appearance known. Miss Sealet Nakamura confronting our Red Reaper here, face to face. Not exactly being well received by that of the crowd here. It does seem like she is standing opposed to that of our Red Reaper. And if that wasn't enough, Scarlett found herself getting blindsided by that of someone she used to call her brother, Pharrell, dropping her with the Deus Ex Machina. Not once, but twice over to close off the night last week. And in turn, seems like someone decided to join the side of Scarlett. Star, quite frankly, overhearing that of the distraught Scarlett Nakamura, someone that they used to call a sister, and considering what has transpired this past year, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the first time in a long time we'll be seeing these two teaming together. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is your main event. Why did that not pop up? There you go.
Ready for the next battle.
Introducing first, as the following contest is an 8-star tag team match. Introducing first, make your way to the ring. She is one half of the MCW Women's Tag Team Champions, representing both Viva La Nakamura and the Rose Gallery, the Red Reaper, the Bloody Queen, Scarlett Nakamura. Scarlett ready for war here against someone that she used to call a brother in Pharrell, against someone she used to call a sister in Togu, and someone that she used to see as the angel on her shoulder and turn the devil in the form of Sealet Nakamura. But she is not alone here. Hit their music. God, this is quiet music. I have to actually turn this up a little bit. First, her tag team partners making their way to the ring they are one half of the mixed tag team champions, TB 7-star. Yes, it offers Scarlett a IWW TV contract again. She did sign it with ice cream. That sounds about Scarlett. A better signing with ice cream rather than with either blood or with tears. Quite frankly, Scarlett's been having a bit of an up and down year throughout 2025. But will she be ending this year off on a W? On an unfortunate, bitter note. That said, I make this announcement right here and right now. We will be having, for the first time ever, a mirror match, as will be Sealet versus Scarlett at WKW. Actually, I've been told it's going to be a little something else. Oh, this won't be a mirror match? Oh, they got teams? Who does Sealer have? We'll have to figure that out. Nevertheless, making our way to the ring, representing the entire little Tsuruishi. Hey, we're excited to have Scar on the roster. Sponsors player for IWW TV. Hey. Well, if there's someone that quite frankly is taking a look at where Scarlett is seemingly going, it will be this woman here, Little Tsuruishi, recently joining the ONC, intent on spiting her adopted sister and winning it all. However, things have been a little bit scuffed between the two lately, as it seems like Tsuru's war with Pharrell unfortunately blew up and caught Scarlett in the fire. Deciding to team up with her once more. What if she changed her hair up? I think we saw that earlier. Never mind, we saw that earlier. I already called that out. Where's Sharebi? Where's Sharebi? Odd. I got it bad. Next, their opponents making his way to the ring first. He is Pharrell. I got a bad reputation. I got a bad. I got a bad reputation. I got a bad. Let me stop. My throat's hurting. Pharrell sitting here ready to go. Yo, Mr. Big H, how you doing? Hope your Christmas was good and well. I got a bad. Quite frankly, we were ready to see the end of the night here with our main event, as these two teams been butting heads out of Pharrell and Scarlett, Pharrell and Pharrell, Tsuru and Toru, and I believe technically to a degree Tsuru and Seal it? Question mark. Speaking of which, good lord, the booze. And its tag team partners first, making her way to the ring, Seal It, Nakamura. Quite frankly, the last time we saw Seal It around was the last season of WKW at the start of the year, where she came up short in, I believe, the MCW Women's World Championship match. At that point in time, had that long hair, had that soft voice, acted like Scarlett if Scarlett had more sanity, and it seems like the tides have completely flipped. Please do not assault the crowd members. You threw a chain at them. Please calm down. I don't know what brain damage you have acquired that has turned you into a butt muncher. But please calm. Cease your anger. Cease your rage. I beg of you. Ow. I'm assuming Twitch is being mad delayed. But I don't know. Yo, Eco, thank you for the resub and the 25 months. Well, I guess this is now a 6-star tag match. In which case, making her way to the ring, last but not least, she is the reigning, defending, undisputed WKW Women's World Champion, Toru Carino. Bone Mother, look. Oh. Do we have a... Oh, I was about to say, I was so confused. I was so confused. I thought we were about to have a hype train. was about to say, there's nobody gifting. There's like, but I greatly appreciate each and every single one of y'all for the subs a whole lot. Y'all have no idea, man. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all here. Scarlett trying to start things off with that former brother, the former Pharrell. Last time those two were allied together, technically was at that at the end of last year. The end of last year. Seal it with Scarlett. Powerbomb. Seal it. Getting back to her feet, getting her right hand. Scarlett going for the big back body drop. It's so odd seeing Scarlett with that part of her hair missing again, because it's been like a good maybe a couple of months. It's been like half a year since she had the long hair that Sealit has nowadays. Pharrell getting back in. Scarlett not looking too good. Picking herself back up. Charge going for nothing. Mink. Nura. Nope, backbreaker. Into the boot. Scarlett trying to crawl to the corner. W cameraman. Suru in looking to get a little bit of revenge against Pharrell. Down goes the big blue tornado. Ooh. Speaking of tornadoes, you flung yourself away as if you got caught up in one. That's the best I have to say there. At least you got yourself back in control here. Tag. Make. Quite frankly, if you recall back at the Royal Rumble, both Scarletts, quite frankly, don't have exactly best of luck against that of Tsuru Ishii. I'm assuming there's another Tsuru out there, considering there's two of Miss Nakamura. And unfortunately, just because you double up the Nakamura doesn't mean, actually fortunately in this case scenario, doubling up the Nakamura doesn't make it easier to take out Tsuru. Gets in the midsection, setting her up, going for the sit out power bomb, the buddy bomb. Lighting yourself up here. Going for the nothing. Tsuru pulling out some Ultra Instinct maneuver there, avoiding getting socked in the dome. Good lord. Good corner. Chat. In comes Miss Nakamura. Seems like the sisters. Rare double team action here from Scarlett and Tsuru. Falling off against another Scarlett. Going for an arm bar. Mink. Bow the Nakamura's, bow the Scarletts here. Sending her off the ropes. Discus Lydion! Kick out. Dog on it. Mink. Into the corner. Tag in comes Star. Mink. Strike to the midsection. Weird little. What happened there? Good lord, Star. Trying to evade. Into the corner we go. Is that a Shadow the Hedgehog sign? Did it say that? I didn't see what it said. I need to pull someone to pull it back up. Cover. 1, 2, no. Chop. Go for a bit of a wombo combo here. Super. Tag it comes Pharrell. Y'all seem to be neglecting Toku there. I guess y'all got this. Pharrell telling Star to get up. Star deciding to try and take action, siding with Scarlett, following that of the unfortunate incident last week. Scarlett taking the fight to Pharrell, Going for the moon, you misfire of misfires. Actually landing it onto Star. Just get leveled herself. Finally letting Togu in. Togu faced off against both of her sisters. The forms of Scarlet Nakamura and Little Suter Ishii. I don't know why are you trying to disconnect her leg or something? Mind you, Scarlet got prosthetic legs. Don't think leg submission maneuvers exactly do anything to her. I mean, at best you'll clog her legs or momentarily break them? I don't know. Even then, them legs are not exactly easy to break. Tag. Frog getting back in. Stomp. Stomp. Going for a submission maneuver on to Scarlet. Scarlet in a little bit of trouble right there. Is Star for the save. Getting back up. Missing that. Oh Lord, tag. It comes Star. And one. Crowd get a little loud here. That move was never going to hit. Star getting back up. Up on the shoulders. And off the top rope. Attacking comes Togu. Bone Mother sitting here also with a fair share of issues with Star dating back to the start of Season 3, the very first episode actually, where Star, quite frankly, inadvertently costed Togu. More so, Togu kind of costed herself because she got distracted. Her significant other, Azul Saibo, getting beaten down backstage. Strike the dome. And two. Big back. Body drop. And one. Oh God, there's Jarebi. I was about to say Star has a considerable amount of history of Togu, considering that she effectively lost her world title match when she first debuted due to her being distracted by that of Azul getting beaten down by Star. Star now having to watch here as Jarebi getting beaten down by Exo Yuri. Trying to fight back here. Roxanne leveling her as well. Oh God, chaos breaking out here. Backbreaker. Count of four. Pharaoh going after Star. Suru going after Togu. Count of five. Count of 6. 7. At the very least, it seems like Exo Yuri and Roxanne are back to the same page, allied with that of Abaddon. Unfortunately, Jarebi trying desperately to fight back. Jarebi is supposed to be in this tag match, but these two might have been tipped off by that of Togu to try and wear Jarebi down a little bit. And at the very least, it seems like well, never mind. They're back in control. Jesus, big boot and a steel shell. Oh my God, what? Pardon? Is that the Pretty Boys Club with Scarlet? Or with Sealand, excuse me. Powerbomb! And again! What is happening here? Kick to the midsection. Leveling Scarlet! Who is? Excuse me? Excuse me? Excuse me? Dolvev! Dolvev is back, huh? Pardon? Dolvev! For those that don't know, The last time we saw Dovev, he meant the woo. And I'm almost certain nobody's dumb enough to try and pull some Dragon Ball nonsense and revive him. So what do you mean? And that didn't look like there was someone trying to appear as him like we saw earlier this year. I'm still sitting here trying to rack my brain as to what happened. That match kind of ended in sheer chaos. What happened? Funny enough, right there, top corner, that was the last match Dovev had. That was the last match Dovev had when he was WKW World Champion, and he lost to at that time Pharaoh, nowadays Pharaoh. And right after, Pharaoh legit spent the night hunting that man down. Scarlet put that man down in the dirt. What do you mean he's back? Wait a minute. Oh god. It dawned on me. That Sela got pulled back. It wouldn't surprise me if that is if that's Sela's Dovev. Why bring him? Why bring him? Oh, I don't understand what happened. I'm so lost. I'm so overwhelmed. Oh my god, what a way to end the night. That being said, you know what? I'm making this official. You're sitting here talking about they got factions. I guess I see what factions they have here. So I'm gonna make this official. It will be Scarlet versus... Do I want to do that? Or do I leave that up to y'all? Do I want to let that be the first match y'all ever get to decide? Whether it's Scarlet versus Sela, or maybe we could have Viva and Nakamura versus... I believe if they go by what they used to go by for their WKW versions of them, the Flock of Doves. You know what? Join the Discord. Top of that, I need to add another award. Which, by the way, the awards that we have currently up is about to end. You know, let me do that real quick. Let's see, I'm missing something. Did I add Match of the Year? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Okay, let me see real quick. What other things have I not yet added for the awards? Let's see. So, Match of the Year, pay-per-view, main event. Wild Out. Alright, Wild Out. Let me do the last three. Alright, let's set up the last three. Let me set these last ones out. Let's see. Create a poll. Actually, hold up. Hold. Final three awards. Go in caps, please. Thank you. Wild Out Award. And for those that don't know what Wild Out Award is, the Wild Out Award is the award for those that had the craziest moment. Not necessarily a match per se. Wildest doesn't necessarily mean a big moment, more so madness ensuing. Wildest moments of the year. So we got, for example, Scarlet and Suru's bloodbath. Do I have enough text for the great suspend? The great suspensioning. My Kyoto's brutality. Yeah, let me put this up here. Can't English. Spell check. You want to help me? Spell check. Let's take spell check. Oh. Hold up. So I knew I was spelling it wrong. S. Con. C-I-O-U-S. There we go. You know what? Very, very late entry. As in literally just happened. The return of Dovev, what we just saw. Kuma's heel turn. I'm missing a couple more. Scale it, scale it. Scarlet puts the head down. Feel like I could add a couple more. I'm trying to think what other wild moments. Sen. Sen's Money in the Bank Madness. For those that don't remember, Sentil was absolutely throwing caution to. Actually, not even to Sen. But everybody in that Money in the Bank match that Meister won was absolute madness that ensued. Let's see. Dude, what other ones? There's feels like there's more. I guess I can add. Double turn at Mania. Because you don't remember, Roses and Caution seemingly allied each other, or allied themselves with one another against Scarlet, only for the Roses to get double crossed by that of the Cautionary Tales when the Cautionary Tales turned heel. And then Kitty and Mendo show off in gauntlets. When both of them was out here trying to absolutely lay waste to anybody that stood against each other. Allow multiple answers. I ain't gonna say it, but anybody that wants to go vote multiple answers, feel free to go ahead and do so. And we got best pay-per-view main event of the year. Scarlet versus Saki at Mania 2. Scarlet versus Saki versus Suru at SummerSlam. Don't save her. Don't save her. Don't save her. On this Royal Rumble. I feel like I could add more to the Wild Out Award, but I'll let it be for now. Plus, there's enough of Miss Nakamura, so I don't want to overdo it for. Let's see. Pay-per-view main event of the year. Pay-per-view main event of the year. Pay-per-view main event. Hold up. Let's see. Trying to find as many main events as I can that actually feel like they knocked out of the park. I found another one. Hold up. Give boy a second. Shame on you. A fooled man can't get fooled again. Alright, not Countdown to Carnage. I'm trying to sit here and go down the list to see who would I truly say should be in this. Kingdom of War. I'll double check and see what your main event was. Rise of the Dragon. I don't remember what the main event was. Midnight Hour. My eyes. Let's see. Can I see every single playlist I've made? Nope. Damn. She's shallow. She's shallow. Up, I can. Shallow. She's shallow. Don't save her. Died. You King War. I did. Rise of the Dragon. I don't remember. Alright, I already did that. I already put that up. Midnight Hour. Stargazing. Going down the list to see what. Did I already put this up for SummerSlam? Yes. Another one. That's night 2. Pharaoh versus Jackson. SummerSlam. Night 1. I forgot the Sudden Death show. I wouldn't say Turn the Tide really qualifies. That match was very, very short. Legit, it was a wild moment. What happened between Scarlet and Sue, but that match was incredibly short. I don't feel like that really deserves to be here. Let's see. Domain of the Frenzied? I don't know. War of Time Part 1. That was... Okay, I'll check that. I forgot I had this Dokkan song in my playlist. Alright, give me 2025. 2025. 2025. Mm-hmm. 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 What was the main event? Oh, the tag match. Nah. The tag match and To the Moon, I wouldn't say deserves it. Going through the list. Trying to see more pay-per-view main events. Add more stuff here. Already got the main event for Mania. Special. Let's see. Still looking through. Alright, I think we should have whatever the answer is here. Kingdom War 2. What was your main event? Crap baskets. It's not showing me these in the right order. Rey Cena. It's probably gonna Cena again. Lord, forgive me. You know what? No, another one. MCW. Kitty versus Susie at Rise of the Dragon. The match that ended with Exo Yuri screwing over both women. More so screwing over her name is escaping me. Screwing over Kitty Robbins. There we go. Scarlet versus my at midnight hour. What was Stargating's main event? Maximilian. Oh, was Maximilian still? Oh, I forgot that was the main event of Stargazing. Jackson versus Gamba. I wouldn't say that's of the year worthy. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe y'all have different opinions. Let me know. Pretty House versus 5-star at Domain of the Frenzied. Tag Gauntlet. Can't do that, dang it. War of Time Part 1. What is War of Time Part 2's main event? Hold on. Kingdom of War. Stargazing. Switch back to this so I can go ahead and find that out. Your channel. And his videos. Caught me off guard. Alright, back to this. In World War II, there you are. I wonder why, because that playlist was messed up. Yep. Saki versus my at Kingdom of War 2. War of Time Part 2. There you are. Don't remember what the main event Bloody Arrow was. What was that? Oh, Scarlet versus Modaka. War of Time. There's another Kitty versus Susie. Kitty versus Susie at War of Time Part 2. Did I have Part 1 here? Don't think I do. Where is War of Time Part 1? I think that was what I was looking for, actually. War of Time Part 2. Where's War of Time Part 1? Royal Rumble. That's not what I'm looking for. Where's War of Time Part 1? Bum 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 ba da da ba da da dun 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 bum ba da dun dun bum ba da bum bum. Scrolling through this, scrolling. Trying to find where War of Time Part 2 or Part 1 was. Sudden Death doesn't really count as pay-per-view, and even then, Your Championship Run, Bloody Era. Where's War of Time Part? Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, I remember what it was. Alright. There's another one. The Match of the Year. Up. Of the year. You know what? Let me get some fitting music in. Move you out the way. Mute the BGM that people watching the VOD can't hear anyways. And well, I am entering the Match of the Year candidates. Play this. Person goes on. See. Do I add any more? Or do I let that be there? Sitting here trying to debate. Do I add any more? Or do I let that be all? Side note, the other votes before these ones, the one for the rivalry and all that, are about to close, so go ahead and vote on those real quick. Those that haven't, go ahead, vote in the Discord. Nah. Sitting here trying to debate. Yeah, that'll be it. And one more bonus one. Mania 2. Any last second shows? Any last second shows? Any last second shows? That might be it. I forgot there was another one I forgot to put in Wild Out of War. There's a couple of them that were missions, but oh well. Turn, ladies and gentlemen, again, join the Discord. We got ourselves out of how many? Let me see this here. We got ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 last things to vote on. Apologies to everybody I'm about to nuke. Don't know if that even pings. Apologies to everyone. I don't think that went through. Again, if you are in chat and you have not joined the Discord, join the Discord now. Nope. Stop capping. There we go. There we go. And that is the final set of awards for the WKW Award Show, which will be taking place at the start of our next stream on Wednesday. Hopefully I can finish stuff by then. Right. Alright. Some polls are closing even now as we speak. Good lord. Hold up. Do I have to restart that one? Because I might have hoed. Hold up. I hold Riku. I'm restarting Best Male Superstar. I'm gonna restart Best Male Superstar because I actually retracted the vote. I'll restart those two in there a little bit, but that being said, I greatly appreciate each and every single one of y'all. This year's been full of a lot of ups and a lot of downs. Hopefully next year, we're going to the moon. The top that your boy is in the works for trying to get a lot of clips and stuff ready. So hopefully you can grow the community here. Maybe you can have a lot more stuff going on for WKW. And a number of other things we can get going. Want to go ahead and thank Eco, Big H, Crazy Gamer, Feral, Laybread, Django, all for joining me here. Assassino, I think I got it there. We will be back. I think I said it right. I hope I did. Assassino. I think I did. We'll be back on Wednesday for the WKW Awards, WKW's final pay-per-view of the year, Final Clash 2. And hopefully, the lore special TBD TBS, we'll see. Hey, join the lore special. Trust me, there's gonna be some stuff y'all are gonna want to see involving some of our superstars. But nevertheless, we're going to be going ahead, sending some love over to Lummy, the moderator, which is playing some Digimon, digital monsters. Really appreciate y'all. I hope to see y'all on Wednesday. Again, if you haven't already, join the Discord, hit the follow, do all those things. Love y'all. I hope to see y'all on Wednesday. This is our timing, I know. But and as usual, goodbye, switch, good night, year's almost over, bye-bye, see y'all. Again, Wednesday, join back on Wednesday! Alright, bye. I said bye.